What's going on, guys? My name is Joey, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. And yes, that's right, I am finally making the Glaxion build. I've made a ton of builds here on my channel where I compare how their performance is to the Glaxion. This is like a top weapon for me. It might be my favorite primary weapon in the game. Overall, it's really powerful. You can build it in different ways. You could build it to do high ticks of damage. You could build it for wave clear. There's a bunch of different ways you can go about it. You can build it as a primer. But the way I'm going about it today is I'm going to be showing you guys 3 builds. Now, these 3 builds, they differ. Now, the first build I have for you guys today is, this is the quote-unquote pure heat Glax I'm always talking about. So we have a Riven with very low weighting. For cold toxin, you can't get it this low unless you get a Riven, so that's why I built a Riven for it. So you can see my weighting is about 7322. That is pre-crux. So it's solid weighting. You're going to get a lot of heat procs out of this. This one literally is just mainly built to deal a ton of heat damage. If you even wanted to go more single target, you could drop Shred and go Bane. That would make it really strong. But this is how I have it set up for you guys today. You can use this in general play as well. This is the kind of build where you can tick enemies up with so much heat. You can kill high-level targets, low-level targets. The only targets you're not going to be able to kill are going to be targets that have status caps, like Acolytes, and like... the other enemies in the game that can cap to 4 status effects. I can't think off the top of my head right now, but yeah. So pretty much what we have is like I said, we have our chamber mods. We have Galv Chamber for multi-shot. We have Galv Aptitude for CO, because we don't run any base damage. We have Shred for punch through and fire rate. We have triple heat with heat on the Glaxion. I have a 53.3%. I could get this up to 60, and it would be a bit higher, probably hit near 75% on the heat weighting. And then, yeah, like we just have Elementalist here. Like I said, if you want to go full single target, you could drop this and go for a Bane here as well. Will definitely work. I'm going to show you guys how this one works now. Like I said, this one is kind of like a mixed bag. You can use this for killing like almost any targets. So like this will work for wave clearing enemies. And you can see I got my stacks up and now it's wave clearing really easily. Yeah, so this is like a really solid one. Like this won't wave clear as well as something with blast damage will, obviously. But like the thing about it is it'll do so much damage that like these are SP heavy gunners. Like I'm just stacking heat on them and they die, and it's really really fast. Like if you run into an Eximus unit or something really heavy, you could bring this exact build into level cap Void Cascade, and it will go all the way to cap, no problem. So it's really, really powerful. So yeah, now that I've thrown that out there, I do have a primer build I'll show you guys real fast. This wasn't part of the video, but normally it looks like this. You run it with magnetic, and then I have corrosive cold magnetic. I run primary first bite for extra multi-shot, which is nice for getting more prime up. So yeah, this is the prime build. Not really part of the video though, so I'm just gonna move on. Now we have blast corrosive. Now this one, you can just keep it on heat. You can really put it on whatever element you want here. You could also put it on magnetic if you want here to get bolster elements for galvanized aptitude. It's not a bad idea. I'm just gonna put heat on here though, so my weighting is higher on the blast because I want my blast proccing more. And then pretty much similar build here. Like I said, both galvanized mods. And then we just have corrosive, heat, cold. You could go for more 60/60s if you wanted, but I wanted to use the primed elemental mod, so I put this here. And then just Shred for the punch through and the fire rate, and then I have CD on here. You don't actually need to run CD. You could put like Bane here. Like I'll put Bane on here to show you guys, because Bane will be really powerful with this. You could even not go Bane here. You could go for status damage here. There's options. So I'm gonna show you guys this one now. This one is also very impressive, especially when you use it with Crux. It's really, really fun because like look, you can see the amount of blast procs we're getting here, and this really wipes out big groups of enemies really fast. So if you're looking to like pure wave clear with your Glaxion, this is the way better setup. This is Bane, so keep that in mind. But still, I mean, you could just see like if you go into a hallway, and you can see in here, just even when I'm shooting these enemies, if I shoot them from up here, the ones that are gonna get stuck left on the outside are gonna be the corners. You know, as you can see there, because there's nobody in between them for the blast to proc off them, so the blast isn't really AoEing. This is what I was saying, if you had heat, heat's more effective against single target, but for AoE, this build is definitely king for AoE. Now as far as that goes, I have one more build for you guys, and this is one I don't really use, but I figured I would just put it on here. This is like, you know, Viral HM was really popular for a really long time in Warframe, during the big AoE meta where we had Czar and Brahma and all that stuff. Every build was Hunter HM, you saw it all over the place. You don't really see it that much anymore, you still see it on big AoE weapons, but you don't see it all the time. But I just wanted to make a build on here with it. It works relatively well. You don't need to go for heat on here, you can go for a different element if you want. It's totally up to you. So yeah, this is the build, and I'm going to show you guys how this works. Now, I don't have aptitude on this build. It's a bit weird, but you could go for aptitude if you would like. Totally up to you. It's more about getting just these beefy slash procs right here, as you can see. So yeah, you could go for aptitude if you want to on here. Like I said, I don't really use this build that much. This is like, I think right when I got this weapon, this was like the first build I made. And it works, you know, you can see that it works, but it's not really... you know, fully standard for 2025 is what I would say. I think you're much better off going with the blast build, but I wanted to throw one extra build in here for you guys. Look, you can see it here with the punch through. We're going to spread our slash procs. Like, it still gets a lot of slash procs going. Slash procs are really nice. You know, not as good as they used to be because armor's not as strong as it used to be, but yeah, overall, it's a solid build. So yeah, those are the 3 builds for you guys. This is my favorite out of all of them, though the blast build is very fun to wave clear with. If you play, you know, Gauss weapon platform or something like that, it kills. It's very, very fun to use. So yeah, these are the builds, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I really wanted to get this Glaxion video out here because I really love this weapon. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I have. Thank you for watching my videos. Leave a like, comment, please subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.